That man, that time of the week again. V-League premiership action, and what a way to kick it all off. It is first place, Daddy, versus last place. And let me tell you something, it doesn't matter where you are on the Nike ladder, because points are crucial.
Minos Emmanuel and Richmond are fighting for survival and fighting to stay in the Nike V-League premiership for next season. Can they do it, Neil?
Well, North Melbourne are fighting for $10,000.
No, they're not. They're fighting to do back-to-back premierships and what Nectar Corrales done in 207, 208 and 208 season under Nectar Corrales, the manager. Can Milton Sakos do it?
Yes.
Can he do it or not?
Yes, that man. Full well capable. We know it, don't we?
That great North Melbourne side included Tanzel Baza. Remember him, Neil?
Absolutely, Statman. Anyway, Richmond on somewhat of a winning streak.
Winning streak?
Well, they got their first win, Statman. It's big news around here.
Yes, thus far, if they go the way they're going, they'll be the worst team in V-League history. With 5 points. Next best was 6 points, Carlin, in 208, 209, 210 season.
Don't hold back on the way you say that, Statman!
Oh!
Mr. Pedic, how lethal is the big lad been?
Oh, what a ball there by Barrientos.
And the Barrientos brothers,
good to see them back together.
You got to admit, Statman, they've left a bit of a gap in the North Melbourne side.
Look, tonight, as you see, they're listing, they're still missing Chan and Linajad, Hara yesterday, Fernando De Moraes, Colton Waterfield, and they've still got 5 subs. It's an unbelievable squad. Well, and the depth in the squad, it was just unbelievable.
Hara Yoshi now, he's in
Mizar Pedic! He's done it again, the gentle giant! Mizar Pedic!
The silky giant or the gentle giant?
Silky, gentle.
He's not really that gentle.
He is gentle.
When it comes down to a bit of a knee-gree, he doesn't mind getting stuck in.
Yeah, but he won't do anything silly. He's a gentle giant.
Yes, absolutely. Gentleman, silky giant.
Yes.
Now, Harayashi now is gone standing. He's overseas. Shine and Linajad probably will only see glimpses of him. Fernando De Moraes, he's Premier Home and Granny Flags. He's running that corporation at the moment. So they've pretty much got their full list out there now. Would you agree?
Gooey Costa's fitting.
Oh, Gooey Costa. The gooey one.
Oh, Gooey clever.
There is Gooey.
Gooey and Gooey, it goes nice, doesn't it? Barrientos, good to see Jonathan back. Oh, lovely foot skills there. The back to Barrientos. No, a bit too cute there, wasn't it, Neil?
A little bit cute, Statman, and you'd say they can't really afford to be at this point. Still a low scoreline. It's Barrientos off the crossbar.
So agonising close, Neil.
And look, Cooper, without even looking, knew there'd be someone at the back post, isn't he, Stanny?
That's their game plan, Neil. Somebody hit to the back post, you'll get the ball will be given to the back post. Always and pass the line.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of hard running involved to track all the way to the back post and then back in defence, Statman. But
they're so fit, these boys. So
well, I mean, look at the North Melbourne squad. They've got 10 players, Statman, 2 managers, and that's why they might be.
Cooper again, what a great ball to the gentle giant Mizar Pedic.
You say ball, Statman, and you're absolutely right. Make no mistake, viewers, that was not a shot, that was a pinpoint precision pass. And I mean, the finish, well, he made it look easy, Pedic, but he started to get on target.
Yes, that's exactly right, Neil. In 2 weeks' time, you know, we'll meet Pescaval now, and that could be the...
El Clasico's come already, Statman.
That could be the side of the premiership, and can North Melbourne become the second team in history to do back-to-back.
And Statty, the last time they met, I mean, it's always a big game, Phil, but everyone was saying during and after the game they had goosebumps, and this season really has just that extra element, doesn't it, Statty?
Absolutely, Neil. They always have great clashes in cup finals and twice in the league last season, and now this season, I'm sure in a couple of weeks will be no exception, Neil.
Oh, when has there ever been? Never. Richmond, dangerous free kick.
Oh, it's the crossbar. Great shot there by Roger Canelo.
It's finding its way through.
I don't know what Johnny Baker was doing on one leg. It just doesn't make sense to me. Look at that, Neil. I don't know what he's doing. I just don't know. Go on the wall and on the one wall.
Joey Baker, yeah. Well, they're just easing him in, Statty. You know, showing him the ropes. Yes. Invaluable experience, but
great experience with Joey Baker.
The Silky Giants giving it away, Zaya!
Well done, Baker. And well done, Johnny Barrientos. Did you see that, Neil? Hands behind his back. That's the way you do it. Look at this, Neil. Look at him. Put his hands behind his back and blocks out.
Yes. There's no silly Harry Kuehl waves one, you know, arms waving around, is there, stat?
Not at all, Neil. When you're young kid watching, that's the way you defend with your hands behind your back in the penalty box. And then the referee cannot give you a handball. Because when your arms are behind your back, you don't want a handball.
There's no intent there.
That's exactly
There's no
right.
mistake. You put your body on the line.
Well done, Johnny Barrientos.
We're frothing, stat.
Yes.
Oh, Jason! Another Barrientos to froth over! And he's hit the upright.
Well, there's a second half specialist coming on in the first half. And there he goes.
Is that silly, stat man? No, it
Oh!
isn't!
Alex Jankovic with a ripper, Neil. Top corner special by Alex Jankovic, but it's a bit too early for you in the first half. Usually they come in the second half, don't they, Neil?
Well, he's the Jankovic from a parallel universe because he has just rocketed one in the first half and given North Melbourne a 3-goal lead. The patience by North Melbourne, and all Richmond can do at this point is sit back. They'll push Axoy a little further up and hope that he can poach one or two at this point.
You're right to be late, Taylor, Axoy.
Chrissy Sagewood off his line well. Kashaber on the pitch. He's been playing well lately, hasn't he, Steady?
Yeah, good inclusion to the Richmond side. I don't mind this young
Nor.
yeah.
Baker does well.
They've got a good team out there now with Victor, Roger De Moraes, Taylor Axoy and Nor Kashaber, so they might pick a couple of goals back. And there it is, talking about it. There's one goal back.
Well, the second half specialist just can't help himself. Well, we've rewarded it to DeMallo, but let's just take a look at the replay. It's Cooper sliding in. Is that a dangerous tackle, stat man? It's kind of on his legs a little bit. Tough one. Either way, Richmond have picked one back, steady.
Yes. Maybe there's a few more to come, make it interesting.
Jankovic trying his luck, confidence boosted in the young lad.
Nunes Emmanuel coming off for a breather, Neil.
Dead set, steady. Maybe this game is from a parallel universe.
Oh! Alex Jankovic with a second already! Jeez, he's got a lot to come tonight. If he gets a few in the second half, like he usually do, he could be on target for 5 or 6, Alex Jankovic.
Well, he won't be known as the second half specialist for much longer, stat man. Sakos will be playing him from the kick-off steady, starting lineup. And why not? A couple of pigeonhole specials already.
And wearing that famous number 17 made famous by Hara Yashina.
Yes. Hopefully he'll be back one day.
Oh, Anthony Brown wearing the fabulous one. Fernando De Moraes, big shoes to fill.
That is massive, Statty. And we say that shirt has special powers. Time will tell. Kui Mu just frothing on the sideline there. Hooligans in the stand holding onto the ball for a little bit too long there, stat man.
Yeah, no need for a new. Just hand the ball over quickly so we can get on with the game.
It was the North Melbourne diehard, but...
Chewy with the... Oh, great strike there, boy. Chewy didn't miss by much.
Perhaps, Statty, it was a Pascoe Vale player or diehard fan holding onto it because they're superior on goal difference.
What do Richmond have to do to get off the bottom of the ladder? Can they win 2 games and Midland not win a game?
Let me just tell you something.
Because they are doing for the state league.
Let me just tell you something.
If they really want to play the Nike V League, they've got to do something new. They have to.
Let me just tell you something, Sadie. Goal difference counts for North Melbourne. So tonight, they've been lucky to not concede much. They're barking out instructions out there. They need to get goal difference back on Pascoe Vale because it could be tight points. Now on Richmond.
They're a point in front now.
Goal difference, yes, Statty, but...
Oh, what a strike there. Who was that by, Neil? Into the bottom corner by Anthony Brown. That was Chewy.
Last touch on it, it was Anthony Brown, and watch Kui. Listen, how many times has Kui done this? When it's fired at him with pace, and I mean, he just finds a way to get it on target.
Great. That, you know what that was, Neil? It was great precision by Chewy just to angle the full game to the corner.
It's not easy, Statty. It's not easy.
Not at all. And Anthony Brown reminds me of a young John McEnroe out there.
It does. And you'd be frustrated with that one there.
Or be on ball.
Yes, that man. With the headband and all. Is he the only player sporting the headband these days in the V League?
Yes, Neil.
Of course, back in the day we had that oath. Frankie Lecchetti.
Yes.
Brown tries his luck again.
What do Richmond have to do to get off the bottom, Neil? Well, we all know they're 5 points behind.
Look, they're there.
Do they want to play V-League, Nike V-League Premiership action next season? What do they have to do, honestly, Neil? Because the way they're going, they're not going to be playing in the Nike V-League Premiership.
Look, they've got to start looking at Sunday nights, coming down, watching who their opponents are going to be and scouting them out. Because I tell you something, the State League teams have the leisure of watching it online, seeing who the good players are, Statman.
That's a half-time trophy for Neil 5-1. There's no coming back. It's all over, I would say, Neil, wouldn't you?
Oh, look, they're decked out there in that beautiful Nike teamwear gear. And when you're wearing that stuff, Statman, anything's possible, really.
Yes, even some of the State League teams are wearing the Nike V-League Nike teamwear, Neil.
Ooh, ominous signs, they're preparing themselves, aren't they?
Yes.
Second half underway. Barrientos finds Pedic. See the way Jonathan Barrientos just streams forward, Statman.
And then he gets back on his bike, coming back, Neil.
See, there's no out-and-out defenders in futsal, is there, Statman? I mean, you're a defender, but you need to know when to stream forward and how to finish.
As you said it last year, Neil kicked over 30 goals playing as a last-man defender, but like you said, he comes, and there's a goal there. No, is that a great save by Joe Baker? Yeah.
Young lad, watch that.
Oh, down Joey Baker.
Put his body on the line, and when the hard work wasn't over, he was down getting the scraps. Cooper finds its way to Jonathan. Back post.
Great save, Chrissy Sagewood.
You've got to figure, Statman, why do they not just put players on the back post when they face North Melbourne? I suppose it's easier said than done from up here, isn't it, Stadium?
Yeah, Thiago Pereira hasn't had much game time tonight. Neither has Guy Costa, Neil.
Yeah, not much of...
Oh, what a goal by Adam Cooper through the traffic there. They had bodies in the way, legs in the way, and he managed to find the eye of the needle and put it to the bottom corner. Great goal, Adam Cooper. Have a look at this, Neil. Have a look at these bodies everywhere. Oh, great finish, Adam Cooper. I'm frothing.
The sideball specialist at it again. Cooey is that little pivot. He sits up there, he's a pivot, and
he's a little frother too.
He's a little frother, and they put it to his feet, and he gets it back to him, and they wallop it in. Oh, just good signs here for North Melbourne, and the goal difference slowly creeping up.
Yeah, I can't wait for the El Clasico.
I'm getting giddy about it already.
There he is, Guy Costa. Oh, straight away to the plane. He's the upright. Guy Costa with a toe pipe. Have a look at this, Neil. No, it's a save by Chrissy Sagewood. Great save, Chrissy Sagewood.
Oh, Statty.
Oh, I'm frothing, Neil.
We're all frothing as the goals of Richmond are getting peppered nicely, Statman.
What are they going to do to stem the flow, Richmond? Norca Shaber getting forward. Great save there by Joey Baker.
Oh, Joey Baker!
Great save, Neil. Do that. Look, Chris Osborne will be arriving. He's the best keeper, one of the best keepers in the league. Do you persist with Joey Baker and give him a few minutes here and a half?
Not in El Clasico, obviously, because it's
a huge game.
It's way too much pressure. We've seen so many keepers fold under that kind of pressure, haven't we, Statman? It takes a special few to step up, and Christos has proven himself as one of those special few, hasn't he, Statty?
No doubt about that, Neil.
That's the difference.
Ooh, Chrissy Sagewood coming out. They almost cleaned up the Gentle Giant.
It's a big task to clean up that silky giant out there,
yes.
Statman. Oh, look at him battling in.
Costa, Pedic, goal, North Melbourne.
Hat-trick to the big lad. Was it going in, Statman? Did he poach that one?
Yes, Pedic. You probably should have let it go from Guy Costa down on the hard work. Yeah, it was going in, no doubt about it.
No, it was going across the face, Statty. Take a look. Well, you've got to be sure there's, 10,000
yes, I don't blame him for Pedic. Just make sure.
That's going across the face, Statty. We're sorry, Silky Giant. Didn't mean anything by it. He deserves the goals anyway, Statman, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does all the hard work.
Does all the hard work, doesn't he?
Yes, indeed, Neil.
Look at Game defence. What confidence from Gooey.
Yeah, it's Guy Costa, Neil. It's not Gooey.
Yeah, but because you got Gooey out there, why not call him Gooey?
I think Adam Cooper was fouled there.
And I think Joey Baker, either way, just pulled off another fine save.
Well, pulled by a referee tonight, Ricardo Rujo. They've done a magnificent job, both referees tonight. They always do, Neil. They're refereeing the toughest league in Australia.
It is the toughest league in terms of futsal because look at the size of the pitch, Statty. So much action after action.
Guy Costa, see the spin on that. And a great pass to Johnny Barrientos. Great futsal, North Melbourne. Great play, Guy Costa. You are a superstar, Guy Costa. I'm starting to use that name. But look at this, Neil. Bang. Cleaned up Nina Semenyo like it was a witch's post there. You know what I mean? One of those orange things.
A witch's post probably would have provided more resistance because it's bright and orange, Statman. With that being said, that one didn't even need to go into a slow motion replay. He just did that at his own pace.
I've got to say, Richmond have got to take a hard look at themselves. if they want to stay in the Nike V-League Premiership in the 2-12 season, you know.
Well, you're the State League Commissioner. Give them a bit of a heads up. Do the teams in the State League who are possibly facing them, if they make
What do you mean facing them? They're gonna be relegated.
If they make it to the relegation battles, do they have what it takes? Are these State League teams hungry as usual?
The team's got to get managed properly.
Tiago Cooper. Watch the dummy by Priori. Is it the dummy here?
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was going to just put a little bit of spin on the ball. Either way, all class, not only from Cooper, but one Tiago Priori. Just did the Charleston out there, Statman. Did the hokey pokey, put the left it in, left foot in, left foot out. Goals in the back of the net. Richmond, well, losing this one without a doubt. Like those rhymes, Statty?
Yeah, it's no doubt about it, Neil. Love it.
You weren't listening to me, were you?
No, I'm just focusing how good this North Melbourne team is. Patient, build up, always going to the back post, play futsal the way it should be played, Neil.
And it's good to see 10 lads out there.
Yeah, they all play for each other, that's a good thing about it, and Taylor and Axel gets one back for Richmond.
How did this one find its way in? Could Joey Bate, could have been positioned a little bit, or it was in that danger zone right in between the keeper's arm and his leg, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's frustrating.
It's an awkward position.
You got a feel for the keeper, it's frustrating. And that lethal toe poke of Axel, he said no matter who's goalkeeping, you're going to get done. Tiago Brew with a nutmeg straight to Axel. There you go, well done, Joey Baker.
Same position that Neil, look at that.
Look at that. Yeah. That's brilliant, Statty. Well done, Joey Baker. Hats off to the young lad. And he's doing his part, Statman, because every time North Melbourne score, they're getting the ball out of the back of the net. They need the goal difference, and they need the keeper at the other end not to concede heaps, don't they?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Neil. Jesse Manao moving forward now. He's got Kashiba. Does he go to him? Yes. They should finish this. Oh, and Anthony Brown gets all the way back and protects his keeper. Great defending there by Anthony Brown. Look at this, Neil.
Oh, well done to the young. Everyone doing their part, Statty. Everyone.
Everyone has to do their part if you want to win premierships, Neil. We know this team won the premiership last season, but if we want to do the feats of Victor Corrales' team back in 2007, 2008 and 2008, you know, they've got to do those things, Neil.
Well, you got the best and fairest player out there, Statman. The MVPs are going to enter the picture again.
Yes, and obviously we had an MVP back then.
Goalkeeper of the season.
Yes, and we had Tantal Baser back then, Victor Corrales, and they were MVPs, goalkeeper of the seasons back then, so...
Well, there you go, Pedic. Statman, if he keeps up this performance, he could full well be in line for best and fairest of the season, in my opinion.
Yes, Pedic would be right up there, Neil. It's a very good season, the Gentle Giant. He's such a big unit in the way he plays. He's just very silky. No, not at all.
Zaya.
Headaches for Nino Semenyo, I know.
Yes, and the new manager out there. More headaches about to follow. The silky one!
The silky one has been fouled by Ninos. Ninos, once players get around him, you see just before Guy Costa. If he doesn't foul him, there's going to probably be a goal. Couldn't foul Guy Costa because he was too cheeky on his feet.
And the silky giant there, I mean, he went down like a big redwood, but when have you ever seen...
Oh, what a finish by Ed Cooper. Picked his corner, went bang. Where was Chris Adrian? Was he behind the wall hiding?
Have you ever seen a big gum tree use those kind of foot skills that Mirza Pedic did, Statman?
What, Chris, what?
What's going on? He's hiding, isn't he, Statman? He's playing hide and seek out there with the North Melbourne lads.
And Johnny Burns having a bit of a giggle with Adam Cooper there.
And Cooper with a shake of the head. You learn, Statman, you learn. Tiago Priori battling in on North.
Neil, if Richmond are doomed to the State League, which players do you think are still capable of playing in the V-League next season?
Taylor Maxwell.
Victor Zaya. Nor Kashiba.
Yeah, Giuseppe Amanel.
So you reckon then will be no players?
No, you're putting words in my mouth, Statman.
No, I'm just asking you.
You're putting words in my mouth.
I should have finished there. No.
Look, Statty, when it comes to Ninos Emmanuel, it is very hard to play and manage a team at the same time. If he just gets out there, plays, does what a manager says, there's no telling where his game could go. You know, he's got the skills, Statman, but, you know, he needs to focus on his own game. And that's what he's done. He's got a manager in and good on him, Statman. Yes. Mirza Pedic with what a clearance that was. Trying to take out Giuseppe. Joey Baker, quick hands. Finds Cooper, Priori at the back post. Cooper just...
What a finish by Adam Cooper!
Cooper says, I'll do that myself, lad.
Buries it into the side of the net, Neil, across Sazeman. What a great finish there by Adam Cooper, Neil.
Well, I mean, the lads, look, we know that they hit the back post and pass to each other, and that just shows the confidence of Cooper that he knew he was going to finish in the back of the court.
Yeah, if you've got a strike like Adam Cooper, sometimes you've got to strike it.
Yeah, you're right, Stanley.
I know he's got a great ball, great foot skills, great play, everything, but sometimes you've got to strike it too.
It's the element of surprise. Hit it a few times and then hit the back post a few times, Stanley. If the other team's going to read you, then there's no point because they'll defend.
Joey Baker quickly off his line. Well done, Joey Baker. Not much time left and he still doesn't want to concede a goal.
Well done, young lad. Everyone did their part, as we say, Staddy. 10 plus goals for North Melbourne will show on the ladder tonight. And they're catching up to Pascal Valente, Stabman, on that precious goal difference.
The Nike V-League Premiership, Mirza Petic, means that you scored another bag tonight, and it seemed pretty important because you guys really put the foot down towards the end. Surely that's got to come down to the goal difference and the tight title race, eh?
I think there's about 5 or 6 games left. It's down to goals, it could be down to points. You've got to score as many as possible during the night, even though we miss a lot during the night. Pascal Vale has about 10-15 goals difference, so we've got to keep winning our games, and I think the biggest clash will be against them, so that could be the decider.
Of course, there are other important games coming up in the League Cup action, and of course the Futsalroos Cup getting closer. You've luckily had the Barrientos brothers back. They showed how important they are to the team. Guy Costa's another new inclusion, and young Joe Baker did his job tonight, only copping 2 goals. So things are looking up for the North Melbourne side in the coming weeks.
Yeah, all the boys know what to do. Guy's been, as you can see, quality player coming down from Queensland. He must give us a couple of games. And all the boys are back from holidays, like the Barrientos brothers, and Christos is away at the moment, but we've got this young keeper who's helping us out and kept for the 2 games very well. So all the boys are coming back. We've got our full squad at the moment, so we're looking good.
And on a personal note, Mirza, as I said before, you're the informed striker, the talk of the town when it comes to strikers around here. So have you been pleased with your season when you say this is the best season you've had so far?
Yeah, I've been training a bit of outdoor, so getting fit. Once you're fit, you can of course play better and last more on the court. So I train a bit of outdoor, and I'm happy to help the boys out and score as many as possible. I always set a goal, get 1 at least, and then see how many you can get for the night. So I'm pretty pleased for this season, and hopefully I can keep it up.
Yeah, you sure have been doing your part, Mirza. Pleasure talking to you. All the best for the rest of the
Thanks
season.
very
Well
much.
done, mate.
Thank you.
The Silky Giant. Well, how phenomenal has he been for North Melbourne? Oh, look at these fancy new graphics. That is right. Don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook pages and, of course, YouTube to catch all the first glimpse, highlights, and the next one coming to you, ladies, gentlemen, and frothers, is Fitzroy versus Baldwin. Enjoy.